We got Johnny Boy Wallace training out of Performex. This is his debut kickboxing fight. He's had several MMA fights. Unfortunately, every time he's been matched up in kickboxing, he's had individuals pull out. But his opponent made weight, he's here, and he's ready to fight.
Yeah, and Zeke is someone that trains here at Performex. This is one of your training partners here. What can we expect to see tonight?
Hey, Johnny is a very good striker. He throws a lot of weird, awkward kicks. He stays focused. He has a tough jab. I'm looking to see him work behind that jab and be focused.
Yep, Johnny accompanied to the ring by Caleb Cox, Chris Blevins, and a familiar name in Jake Hockenberry.
Fighting out of the red corner, Sakia.
Akamah. Making his way to the ring, Sakia Akamah, fighting out of Rhinos MMA in Terre Haute, accompanied to the ring by his coach Ryan Gosnell. This is also Sakia's debut. Looking for both men to put on a show here tonight, see what they come away with some film, see what they can work on moving forward.
Absolutely. To note for the audience, this is also Sakia's debut. So he is green to the game, but it's also Johnny's kickboxing debut. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys perform under these lights in front of this crowd with this pressure.
And we do want to thank Sakia because he is actually a last-second replacement here, stepping in on very, very short notice to take this fight so that John Boy Wallace can have an opponent. So regardless of how this fight goes, we want to say thank you to Sakia Akamah for stepping in.
Scheduled for 3 rounds. First, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 185, from Terre Haute, Indiana, Jonathan Wallace.
A lot of fans here in the crowd tonight for Jonathan Wallace.
Yes.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 185, from Terre Haute, Indiana as well, fighting out of Terre Haute, Sakia.
Look at Sakia's eyes. He's locked in.
He's
focused.
ready to go.
He's hungry.
2 Terre Haute fighters, the battle of the Haute. Here we go.
Minus the tattoos.
Yes, yeah.
Touch of gloves. Nice movement from Johnny. Inside leg kick from Sakia. Again, you know, if you dig at the well, it pays dividends.
Yes, sir. Jonathan Wallace here, looking measured, trying to find his length. Good jab to start.
Focused. Right. Great inside from Sakia. He's going there. You know, that tends to happen when you're heavy on the front foot.
Yep.
Guys chop at that leg.
Sakia with a nice jab there too.
Yes.
Jonathan Wallace returns with a lower leg kick of his own. Ooh, good combination there. Missed on the jab, but then followed it up with the kick to the body.
Yes, and that's why throwing more than one strike is important, guys.
Yes, it's always normally the third or potentially fourth that lands.
Yes.
Good body shot from Wallace there. Ooh, good left hand there too. Had Sakia a little rocked.
Yes.
Seems to have recovered.
So from both guys, I would like to see more feints. You know, you set your shots up behind these feints. Heavy low kick.
You hear the thud there of the lower leg kick.
And that would be shin to shin, guys.
From Wallace, yeah. Forgot to mention these two are wearing shin pads, as you can see if you're obviously watching the live stream here.
Yes.
Seeing a lot of different strikes from Jonathan Wallace here. Yeah. Hooks, uppercuts,
yes.
Inside and outside leg kicks, mixing it up nice. Good teep kick also. Sakia here probably just taking this fight, since he took this fight on short notice, just looking to settle in.
Heavy leg kick. The way to trade. Disengaging in these exchanges, Johnny has to keep his hands up. Sakia could take advantage of that, close the distance, and hit him with a powerful hook.
Right, and as we said a few times tonight, it only takes one clean shot to potentially change or end a fight.
And it's always the one you don't see.
Correct.
Great left hand.
I will say for both of these men having kickboxing debuts, they both look like they've done this before.
Yeah.
Both very.
They're measured. I can appreciate the professionalism, the class. Great right hand from Johnny.
Wallace feeling himself here a little bit. Lands a good shot. Has his hand down.
Yeah.
Looked like he did a little bit of a shimmy there.
Yeah, yeah. Great first round from both guys. These guys
10
look
seconds
like
left in this
seasoned.
first. Oh,
head kick.
big head kick from Wallace that
head
seems
kick.
to have Sakia rocked. But the round ends.
Johnny with a point and a little talkative at the end of that round. So if you're in Sakia's corner, with this being his debut, what are you telling him right now?
I mean, with it being his debut and on short notice, I would probably just say, I mean, stick to the basics. We've mentioned it a couple times tonight, but, you know, stick to that 1-2, the leg kick, you know, circling out, making sure you're not just going straight forward and straight back and getting yourself into bad positions. You know, I mean, he looks good in there. He looks measured. He's taken a few of Jonathan Wallace's best shots so far. Wallace definitely looks like the more prepared fighter, obviously, so far. But, I mean, I know I keep saying it, but we've mentioned it a few times. All it takes in kickboxing is one shot.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for you individuals watching, if you're just tuning in to the broadcast, Sakia took this match on short notice. This is his debut. We have to come in. We have to show appreciation for being a dog. Fighters fight.
Here we are at the start of the second round. They touch gloves, and we're off.
Good inside. He has a great inside kick.
See, that's what I'm saying right there. Wallace comes out, has his hands down a little bit. Sakia hits him with the left hand.
Yeah.
Ooh, good body shot there.
Sakia's digging at that well, man. That inside leg kick is paying dividends. You can build off of that. I would throw it until he checks it. Set it up for sure. Also, these are exchanges that Sakia could take advantage.
Spin kick there from Wallace.
If you catch Jonathan moving backwards with his hands down, you cut that off. Triangle.
Sakia seems to be a little wobbled there from that shot. Wallace can sense it, moves in.
Yeah, again, back to the inside. Great way to score on the outside.
Good lower leg kick there from Sakia.
Yes.
Wallace returns with one of his own. He goes right back to it. Oh, good uppercut there from Wallace.
Barely, it clipped him. Oh, heavy strikes.
Big looping punches from Wallace are finding a home. Sakia still seems to be okay, though, firing back, throwing kicks of his own.
Yeah, he does. What a way to stay measured and deal with the pressure and the strikes as a debut. I would like to see Sakia on his toes, moving away from the power side versus just walking him down, becoming a target. His head isn't off the center line. That's why it's so easy for Johnny to get those strikes off.
Sakia doing a good job of coming forward himself now, landing a few kicks of his own.
Yes.
He's certainly in this fight.
Yes.
Wallace and Sakia sliding across there.
Yeah. Man, Sakia does a great job of digging at that wheel, that lead leg, man. He's chopping in and outside.
Wallace there with a good feint, that jab, then following it up with that right kick.
Absolutely. He has to keep his hands up, though, in these exchanges. Don't get comfortable with having the distance and the heavier strikes. Fundamentals win fights.
Big jab from Wallace. Stuns Sakia for a minute.
Inside heavy.
Sakia comes back himself. Oh, little wobbly here. Look to be a slip. Oh, kick takes Sakia off his feet from Wallace. Sakia pops right back up, and we continue. Stiff jab there from Wallace.
Wild strikes from Wallace.
Oh, he's got his hands down, and he's just throwing looping hooks now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that second round ended quick.
Yeah, that was pretty fast, folks. So if I'm in Johnny's corner as his coach, I'm telling him he has to go back to the basics, the fundamentals. How did we get here? How did we build? keeping your hands up, staying a distance because you're the longer fighter, controlling your breathing, doing what you do best, all while protecting yourself.
So what do you believe Caleb's telling him right now?
Keep your hands up. These wild looping strikes, they're not going to cut it. You're up on the cards, jab him out, continue to dig at that body shot if it opens. Work behind your jab. 1, 2, circle. 1, 2, 3, circle.
Great fight here so far from both gentlemen. Again, as we mentioned, this is both of their kickboxing debuts.
And I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I would say if I'm, watching on the live stream at home, I would not have thought, if we hadn't have told, obviously, the viewers, I would not have thought this was these two's first time. They're putting on a show.
Not at all. Touch the gloves to start round 3. This is the final round.
Double stiff jab there to start.
Now this is a deficiency that...
See, Wallace has to be careful here because he's throwing these big looping shots that are coming down from his hips.
Yes.
If Sakia can time this right, his chin is wide open.
Yeah, absolutely. Reminiscent of Bobby Green in the UFC, but we see how that plays out for him in his later years.
Yeah.
So
it's a very high risk, high reward strategy.
Yeah.
Wallace getting the better of these. Oh, big leg kick there from Sakia.
This could be Sakia's round. I think he's talking a little bit as well. He's beginning to get more comfortable.
Wallace winding up on these punches. They are landing. He is finding a home for him. He's just got to be careful that having your hands down. Good jab there from Wallace.
I think Sakia knows that he's taking Johnny's best strikes, and now you're 2 rounds in the 3rd round, you're more comfortable. He looks more comfortable. He looks laser focused. He understands the assignment.
And the pattern we've seen so far is Wallace seems to come out at the start of these rounds quick, and then Sakia kind of gradually gets into it.
Yes.
Wallace right now, flurry of punches.
Yeah. He has to exit with his hands up. That's critical.
Wallace seems to be like sticking that mouth guard out.
Yeah.
Almost like you were mentioning earlier, like chewing on it.
Yeah.
So,
It's a terrible habit to have. You break that by getting punched
in the face. I mean, it's not even in.
No,
and that's
not.
right there. That's what I'm talking about from Sakia. Land that shot.
Yeah.
Stun Wallace. Wallace starts firing back.
Oh, heavy right hand. Heavy right hand.
Sakia in the corner, kind of trapped, taking a lot of shots, and he goes down. Is he going to meet the count? Oh, he pops right back up.
What a dog. What heart.
Wallace spit his mouth guard out during that exchange. He's currently sitting directly in front of Sakia. I'm not sure.
Scott grab it?
Yeah.
Well, he has gloves on, so.
He does. Okay. Yeah.
No,
that's not his. Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
Tom.
Wouldn't want the other fighter's mouth guard in my mouth.
I'm pretty sure Scott called Tom.
He did. So he could put the mouth guard back in.
The clock is ticking, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if they give him that time back, but.
Yep. 10 seconds left in the fight.
Ooh, heavy.
We're ending with a flurry of punches here. Ooh. Sakia wobbled in the fight, but again, thank you to Sakia, obviously, for taking this fight on short notice.
Thank you.
Great fight by both gentlemen.
Absolutely.
I would actually, I mean, personally, I'd love to see this run back with both men having a...
That's what I do, baby!
Absolutely. Johnny coming out here to talk to me saying that's what he do. Hey, great fight from both guys. I'm very impartial and fair. Yes, that is my training partner, but we got to call a spade a spade. Sakia has some great takeaways from this fight. Johnny has some great takeaways from this fight. These guys can go back to the gym, learn the lessons that they need, come back, improve, and better on their next showing. Congrats, kudos to everybody that was in this fight.
Getting ready to hear the official decision from the judges here in just a moment. Well, we are 11 fights in to an 18-fight card.
Wow, we moving.
Yeah, we're moving.
I said it at the beginning of the broadcast. I think we're going to have a quick night. And even the fights that have went the distance, they've been exciting.
Yeah. Here we are with the judge's official decision being read from our in-ring announcer, Kevin Brackett.
Yeah, let's give it for both these fighters. Hell of a fight. All right, Judge 1 scores 30-27 in favor of the blue corner. Judge 2, 30-26, blue corner. Judge 3, 30-26, blue corner. And your winner, Jonathan Wallace.
Big ovation for Jonathan Wallace. Gets the win in his debut.
Yes. Great performance from both guys.
Let Zeke know that is what he does.
That's what he does. Hey, that's my teammate. I'm proud of him, but it's time to get back to the gym, get to work. Impressive showing.
Kevin. Two.
All right. We're going to throw a shout out to another one of our sponsors, Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union of Indiana.
Just tell me in the
Advantage Plus of Indiana Federal Credit Union wishes to provide a competitive price, full line of quality financial products to our members in a